This is my infrared light. It's for when I'm filming at night. Gives me a much broader field of night vision. It's actually a pretty handy bit of kit. This is this is the bag I put my video camera equipment in. Of course, spent a while out here looking for the Kingfishers, but it was a no-show. But swallows make up for my failure. And my girlfriend, Nikki, who is operating the camera, she and I are going to be heading out back up. Put that around you, babe. Right. Let's go then. It's alright, sweetheart. You can just push him away. Yeah, this here is Ninesprings Pool. One of my favourite places in southern England to go bird watching. And as you can tell, there's an awful lot of ducks. This place is absolutely peppered with bird life. There's mallard and mandarin ducks, herring gulls, blackback gulls, all different kinds of songbirds, even kingfishers, which are incredible for any bird watcher to see. But I've seen them quite a few times, but I've never managed to film them. I came down here last Christmas hoping to see them, but I waited for nearly 3 hours, did not turn up. I came down here today hoping to see them, no show again. But you can't say I didn't try, as I did try. But down there is where a lot of the water comes in. You occasionally do see ducks down there. You might even get water voles down there. I don't really know, but that would be incredible to see, because they are one of Britain's most endangered animals. And I was out in the woods up that way, among those trees. You get probably great spotted and green woodpeckers, as well as crows like carrion crow, rook, even a hooded crow, and of course wood pigeon, and even buzzards. I've seen buzzards plenty of times. And of course, at this time of year, it's the insects, which are a real nightmare. But of course, it's not just what's above the water of the lakes that I find most interesting. It's also what's underneath. Underneath you get a lot of other creatures down there, like invertebrates like water boatmen, pond skaters, all predators in their own right. But of course, probably for me the best kind of underwater predator of that, well, invertebrate predator of the lakes and rivers is the dragonfly larvae. And that's how dragonfly spends much of its early years, as a nymph, cruising along the water's edge. And they have a very grotesque way of catching prey, like tadpoles, shrimp and small fish. They actually fire out the bottom half of their face and grab a hold of their prey, which is actually quite horrifying. But there's also fish that are in these waters, like you could get stickleback and probably trout, perch, which are predators in their own right, but all of them fall prey to one animal, the pike, which is the largest predatory fish in Britain's freshwaters. I've only seen one a couple of times, and they are quite big. And they don't just hunt other fish, they'll even take water birds and even water voles. And believe it or not, when I was a kid, I actually thought that if I fell into a lake or a river, I'd get eaten by one. But fortunately, they don't eat people. They probably could give you a nasty bite, but that's only if you get your hands too close to their mouths. Probably wouldn't lose a finger, but it would probably really, really hurt. Yeah, this is one of my favourite places to come bird watching. And of course, joggers just up ahead. I've seen kingfishers quite a few times around here. Usually it's only just like a flash of blue and then they're gone, but I always get to see, I usually get to see them every now and then, but they are very shy and very elusive birds. Even very hard to find for even the most experienced of bird watchers. I've been doing this for a good part of my life, and of course it's not just fish and invertebrates you get in the waters, you also get things like amphibians like frogs, toads, newts, and quite possibly even things like grass snakes. Our largest snake would occasionally might come here. Maybe even Britain's least known snake, the smooth snake. And quite possibly even get slow worms around here, which aren't actually the snakes, they're one of our lizards. And how you tell them apart is lizards have eyelids, snakes don't. So theoretically, if you try and stare out a slow worm, eventually you'll get a blink. But I've never seen any of these snakes in the wild before. It's a pity because I actually quite like snakes. I mean, they're one of the animals that's fascinated me since I was a boy. But one thing a lot of people know about me is I have a fascination bordering on obsession with the natural world. Now, that can be animals that are still alive or ones that have been long extinct. And if you're familiar with my channel, then you'll see that I actually did a video on this a while back with some animals of Africa that are threatened by poaching, and I mainly did that as a message to try and get it all out there that we need to protect them, which is very true. But yeah, like my hero Steve Backshall says, I want to be able to have people enjoy wild places and not be scared stiff of them, and which is one of the reasons why I do this. I'm even getting my girlfriend involved as well.
Hi guys.
Yeah, I'm getting my girlfriend involved, and she seems to quite enjoy it a lot as well. But yeah, this is something I've been doing much of my life, and I'm very passionate about the natural world, like a lot of my heroes, my wildlife heroes, like Steve Backshall, Chris Packham, David Attenborough, of course. But yeah, a lot of places I've been to around Britain, I've never been able to film properly, but hopefully now I'll be able to do a bit more filming of them, and be able to show more wild places and get people to enjoy them as much as I do. Well, I'm afraid that's all for now, but thank you for watching. Till next time.